are going to talk about fact of life number 2, which is conjugation. You'll notice or you'll remember we learned fact of life number 1, which was all nouns in Spanish have number and gender. And that's where we dealt with singular and plural, feminine and masculine. Then we jumped over fact of life number 2 and we went to fact of life number 3, which was what you see must agree. And that's where we dealt with adjectives, making sure they match the noun. Today, we are going to talk about la conjugación, or conjugation, which is fact of life number 2. So first, let's just define fact of life number 2. It is if you want to put an infinitive with a who, conjugation you must do. So in order for this to make sense, we first need to identify what these two words mean. So we'll take a look at the word infinitive, which we have used before in this class, but just will remind you in case maybe you've forgotten. So in infinitive, there's 3 big parts. It is first, it's a verb. The second part is it has to end with AR, ER, or IR when it's written in Spanish. The third part is that when you translate it to English, it will always begin with to. So it's to do something. For instance, llevar is to wear. Ser is to be. Those are all infinitives. Okay? So then we have the word conjugation. Conjugation is when you take that infinitive and you change it so that it goes with or matches a subject or subject pronoun. So for example, what this bottom part is saying is we can never say yo ser, because yo ser would be I to be, and that wouldn't make sense to say I to be from Oshkosh. Instead, we take the yo form of the verb ser, which we already know is yo soy, and instead of saying I to be, we're saying I am, even though soy comes from that infinitive ser. Okay, so let's practice this a little bit more. We need to ask ourselves, how do we do this conjugation? Well, we start with the verb. Any AR verb is what we are going to start with today. So I took llevar, which we first will define. Llevar is to wear. Remember to always identify or define your verb up in the roof of the house. Okay, so now we need to figure out what is going to go in each of these spaces. Okay, how do we take this infinitive and conjugate it to match our subject pronouns? Okay, because remember, we can't just say yo llevar. That would be saying I to wear. So like I said, how do we do this conjugation thing? Well, to help you, I came up with 2 different songs that will help you conjugate a verb. The first is called the Conjugation Pokey. And we do this, we sing it to the tune of the Hokey Pokey. So first I'm going to sing it so you know what it's like, and then we will identify what it means. So it goes like this. You take the infinitive, you cross the ending out. That leaves you with the stem. Don't leave any letters out. You put the stem in all the rooms and add the furniture. That's how you conjugate. Please excuse my beautiful voice. I know that was great. Okay, but really, so what that song is saying is there's 3 main parts to conjugating a verb. When you take that verb llevar, you're going to do step 1. Step 1 is you cross off the infinitive ending. So what I mean by the infinitive ending is that either AR, ER, or IR ending, okay? And today, we are only focusing on AR verbs, and actually in 7th grade Spanish, we're only going to focus on AR verbs. Okay, so verbs ending in AR. That is step number 1. So if you go back to your chart, you are going to take the verb llevar, and you're going to just put an X through the AR, as I have up here. Okay, we have crossed off the infinitive ending. Everything else then, right here, the yave, everything besides the AR is your stem. Okay, so you're going to go back to step number 2, and step number 2 is you put the stem in every room. So like I said, the stem is every letter besides the AR. So you're going to take that verb, or the yave, L-L-E-V, and you're going to put it in all of the different rooms. So you could see I have yave, 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 yave. The beginning will be the same for every single subject pronoun, okay? The only thing that's different will be the ending. So that takes us to step number 3, and that is you add the furniture for every room. But if you're probably thinking to yourself right now, what's the furniture? Okay, the furniture is the different endings that each subject pronoun is going to have. So you'll notice behind these blocks are 6 different endings, because just like we always have 6 different types of a verb. So we have ser, and then we have the 6 different forms of ser. For llevar, we're going to have the 6 different forms. So to help you memorize the furniture, this is where my second song comes in, and this is called the AR verb song. And it's to the tune of This Old Man, or maybe even I Love You from Barney, just a little faster version. And it goes like this. AR verbs, they are fun. You know them all if you know one. O, as, amos, ice, on is the furniture you sit on. So the most important part is this o, as, amos, ice, on. Those are your furniture endings. And if you memorize them in that correct order, you will notice when you go to write in the endings, they go in this same order. So it goes o, as, amos, ice, on is the furniture you sit on. Those will be your endings, and those will be the same for any AR verb. Okay, so if we go back to a new verb that ends in AR, for example, bailar, we're going to do those same steps. You first define the verb, bailar, to dance. Okay, then we'll sing our conjugation pokey. You take the infinitive, you cross the ending out. That leaves you with the stem. Don't leave any letters out. You put the stem in all the rooms and add the furniture. That's how you conjugate. And to help you with the endings, the furniture endings, we have the AR verb song. AR verbs, they are fun. You know them all if you know one. O, as, amos, ice, on is the furniture you sit on. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you conjugate an AR verb in Spanish.